And these babies just saved this lame-ass party! Bubba dubba dub dub! Play something. Somebody play something.
Hello once again, everyone. My name is Banehorse, and it's good to be back. First, I just wanted to say I am sorry for the delay. I had some family stuff going on, and work was keeping me pretty busy. But for today's video, I'm going to be talking about my current favorite cartoon, Rick and Morty. So for those of you living under a rock, Rick and Morty is a cartoon series on Adult Swim. The show follows the interdimensional adventures of the two main characters, Rick and Morty. Rick is a sociopathic scientist who suddenly appears at his daughter's home after being away for 20 years. He sets up his lab in their garage, where he makes insane gadgets and experiments. Rick often takes his grandson Morty on adventures with him to other dimensions for various reasons. The show was premiered on December 2nd, 2013, and was created by Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon. Fun fact, Mr. Roiland voices many of the characters on the show, including but not limited to Rick, Morty, Mr. Poopy Butthole, the Eye-Holes Man, Fake Door Salesman, Mr. Meeseeks, and the Two Brothers announcers. If you're a fan of Adventure Time, you may also recognize his voice as the Earl of Lemongrab.
Unacceptable!
The show is extremely funny because of Rick and Morty having extremely opposite personalities and the various situations they are put in. Rick doesn't really care about anything other than himself, and Morty is a nervous boy who often gets traumatized by the adventure Rick takes him on. What set the show apart for me, besides being very funny, was its ability to also be very deep and emotional. The first episode I think of is episode 14, called Auto-Erotic Assimilation. The episode was about Rick meeting up with an old girlfriend called Unity.
Hello, Rick. Long time no see.
Unity?
Grandpa?
Unity is a hive mind that takes over planets by taking control of people's minds. Throughout the episode, we see Rick and Unity getting back together, having a wild time, and then, in the end, she leaves him. She leaves him with a note explaining they can't be together anymore because they are too similar. She explains they are too alike because both of them turn other people into mirror images of themselves. But in Rick's case, he does so through bad influences. Rick returns home, where he retreats to his lab and tries to commit suicide but fails. These few depressing but meaningful moments really make the show for me because it really develops their character. For Rick, there is more than meets the eye. Rick is obviously in pain. His catchphrase, wubba lubba dub dub, when translated from bird person language means I am in a great deal of pain. I'm hoping in season 3 they show us a little bit more about Rick's backstory. In the Rick and Morty universe, there are many great episodes, and here are a few of my own. I really love the episode called Morty Night Run. In this episode, Rick takes Morty to a hitman so Rick can sell his weapons to him. After Morty has a moral conundrum about Rick selling weapons to a murderer, he takes Morty to an arcade called
Lips and Chips!
There they play a mind-bending game called Roy that will make you question your very existence. Then later on, Morty finds a gaseous blob called Fart and decides to rescue him, leading to Fart singing one of my favorite songs in the show.
The world can be one together, cosmos without hatred, stars like diamonds in your eye.
It's a David Bowie style song with Pink Floyd visuals. Really catchy in my opinion. Also, the episode where the family is watching Interdimensional Cable is really great. Answer My Eyes Johnson, the Fake Doors guy, Gazorpazorp Field, and How They Do It Plumbuses. Let me know in the comments what your favorite episode or moments from Rick and Morty are. A few that I didn't get to touch on were Jerry, Beth, and Summer. Jerry is Morty's insecure father, who really doesn't like Rick. Along with this, he also finds his marriage with Beth in hot waters. Jerry is also voiced by Chris Parnell. Beth is Morty's mother and the daughter of Rick. She often fights with Jerry because of his contributions to the family. And finally, there is Summer, who is Morty's sister. She's the typical teenager who is generally attached to her phone and wishes to be popular. She's also jealous of Rick and Morty's relationship and often wants to go on adventures with Rick. Now some interesting facts about everyone's favorite show. Community! Just kidding. It's Rick and Morty. But did you know the creator Dan Harmon is also the creator of the show Community? If not, you should check it out. Have you ever wondered how Roiland was able to get such good burping takes from Rick? No? Well, this is my video, so I'll tell you anyways. According to the website The Creators Project, Roiland told them, I can't burp on command. I have to sit there with a low-calorie beer or regular beer, depending on what kind of day it was and what kind of mood I'm in, and a bottle of water and blow air into my stomach. It's a whole fucking process and it's disgusting. So the sculpts for Rick and Morty were pretty fun just because they are very simplistic characters. I sculpted them in the classic T-pose. That way when I get Maya again, which is the animating software I use, I'll be able to animate them. Not only that, but it's much easier to make many different poses when you have a character in the neutral position. I wanted to add some other iconic characters in the show, so I picked Mr. Meeseeks, who premiered in Episode 5, Meeseeks and Destroy, and also Mr. Poopy Butthole, who premiered in Episode 15, Total Recall. But that's it for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, like and subscribe because it would really help me out. Also let me know what you would want to see me sculpted. Unfortunately, I'm getting my wisdom teeth taken out this week, so I might have a different type of video up the following week since I'm probably going to be disabled for a bit. Anyway, I'm Banehorse, and remember to keep on creating.